And we are live. This is July 25th, 2025, the 2525. It's a lucky Friday, wherever you are around the world. Greetings to you. Greetings to you. It's a very lucky day. Let me know in this live chat if you are here. If this is no longer live, that's okay. Comment below. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Which lottery games do you play if you play the lottery? If you don't play the lottery, that's okay. But that's one of the things we're talking about here today. We're going to cover a lottery news story, and we're talking about dreams, gut feelings, and real winners, because this does happen, and it happens to quite a few people that I meet and interview on this channel, on this podcast, all the time. And if you're new to this channel, this is not only on YouTube. Of course, we are here right here on YouTube if you're lucky enough to be here live, but we're also on the major audio platforms. So Spotify, Amazon Music, I mean, all kinds of places out there. So iHeart. So check it out. Check it out if you prefer listening. But we are here on YouTube. We love YouTube. It is awesome. And I can see this chat is already blowing up. We have people from Canada. Hello. Happy Friday, peeps. Hello, Timothy. Jimmy Williams is here. Texas, Kimberly Kelly. I love it. Mega Millions and Powerball. So which games do you guys play? Euro Millions is 119 million pounds tonight. Good Lord, that's a lot of money, and that's tax-free in a lot of places. Hola, Island Joy. Greetings in the UK. Yes, let me know, where are you watching from? Which lottery games do you play? If you play, do you believe in gut feelings, in intuition, and that sort of thing? Because that's one of the topics we are covering in today's live. Do you believe in that sort of thing? Is it when you have an inner nudge, or you think something's going to happen and then it happens, and then somebody calls you, or some circumstance or some person pops up in your life all of a sudden? Or maybe it's a lottery win, because that's one thing that happens to a lot of people that we meet on this show. But if that happens, is that a coincidence? Is that just, it just happened that way? Or is there something more to it? Do you believe in, what do you believe in? Spirituality, God, the quantum mechanics, quantum field, manifestation? Like, what is your opinion? Let me know in this live chat or below this video. Or maybe you think it's all nonsense, but I know a lot of you do not believe that. I don't believe that in most circumstances. Euro Millions tonight, I was 2 numbers off. 1 million pounds on Wednesday. Draw for Lotto. So close. Oh my gosh, that is so close. That is so close. Sir, have you ever won the lottery? Sean. Well, Sean, most people here know that I have won the lottery, but if you're talking to me, it's, yeah, definitely one of the biggest things that's ever happened to me. Kate Hastings. Hello. Manifestation. So Lulu Bell believes in manifestation. My first live I can watch live. Yay. Yes. I love it, and welcome. So let's cover, we're going to show a preview for an interview that's coming up on this channel, probably early first thing next week. So we will show that in a little bit, in probably about 10 minutes or so. But before we get to that, I do want to we're going to dive into your questions, but also take a look at this news story that is happening that I found, because we're talking about luck. What makes someone lucky? What is luck? That's one theme of this channel that we talk about. And some people seem to have all the luck. They have won multiple times. Maybe they just have things go their way in life. I mean, this has happened for me, throughout my life, not with everything, everything, there's adversity, there's ups and downs like anybody, but there is this sense of being lucky with some people, where they are considered lucky. They tend to win prizes. They tend to get the promotion. They tend to have things fall in place in the right way. So what is luck? Is it just, they're just lucky and that's it? Or is there something deeper to that? And that's one thing that we explore on this channel. And that brings me to this news story. Check this out. This guy just won for the 3rd time. He's in Canada. Check this out. He just won a 1 million jackpot, marking his third, you can't make this up, his third lottery win, 1 million. Neil C. of Keswick, there you have it. He's, looking at with the thumbs up. You have 1 million reasons to have your thumbs up on that one. So I want to go over. So 9 years ago, he won 15,000 on a scratch ticket. Last October, he took home 350,000 on a Lotterio ticket. He's retired, but he just upgraded because it's tax-free in Canada, to my understanding, because I've interviewed some lottery winners from Canada. So I believe it's tax-free. So when he just won this 1 million, he gets this 1 million, is my understanding. He said he was shocked. He couldn't believe it. But then he said, being a winner feels miraculous. You never know if you'll be one. And that leads me to question, he said it's miraculous. You never know if you'll be one. So he keeps obviously playing. So he must, I can't speak for him, but it seems like he must have a sense that he has a chance because he's already won twice. He knows what it feels like to win, and he played and he just won again. What is that? What is that? What is luck? Let me know your opinion. There's no right or wrong answer here, but let me know your opinion. CL's from Canada. Hello, greetings in Canada. God's universe makes us lucky. And let's pull this back up here. There we go. And God's universe makes us a blessed intuition. Yes. Have you ever had birth chart reading? Is there a lucky planet placement wonder? So I have had that done, and we did have an astrologer on here a year or two ago with Western astrology. So we did do that. And so you can watch that with Agiology. XYT Nathan becomes a YouTube. Oh my gosh, XYT Nathan, hello and welcome to you. Welcome. There is going to be, which brings me to, there is going to be a members only live this coming Monday. We do these once a month, at least once a month. And they're really intimate because unlike these public lives, on these public lives, I get to every single question that I can and every comment that I can, but inevitably I miss a lot of them because there's so many of them. So this members only live, we can get to literally every single one. It's really intimate. We get to a lot of behind the scenes content of what's happening with this YouTube channel and this podcast. So that is happening on Monday. Let me see if I can check out. So that will be 9:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. if you're in the UK. I know there are people here from all over the world. So that is happening on Monday. But greetings to you. Welcome to this community. Thanks for being a member. If you won again tomorrow, Tim, what would you buy first this time around? What would I buy first? Sorrel Fraser, thank you for your question and for being here. And she is a postcode lottery winner. Some of you know that. She's been on this channel before, and it's so amazing. She's a huge supporter of this channel. If I were to win tomorrow, the first thing that I would buy would be maybe I'm not super into material possessions, but maybe a Bugatti, because that's sort of a Bugatti. I think that would be awesome. But I'm not really like super into material possessions. It's more about the experience for me personally that I find fulfilling. It's the experience, and even sharing that experience with other people, that matters to me. That makes me happy. So I don't think it's the material possession itself, but if I had to name a material possession, that might be it. Thank you so much for your question. Monique, I hope Pi E to join membership soon. So, well, yeah, everyone's welcome. If you want to be a member, you are welcome to this community. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, all of the members. Tim, I'm doing my draw. Nam, would you give me some numbers that comes to your mind? I believe that luck can be shared. Lightning 88. Lightning 88, how many numbers do you need? Oftentimes I don't do this, but I'm feeling like this is a lucky Friday. This is July 25th of 2025, the 225s. I could throw out some numbers, but I can't guarantee they're going to win. So how many numbers do you need? let's just say 5 numbers. Well, I'm assuming 5 plus 1, but let me know and I'll try to pull that up. Patricia Ferez, send me your good vibes, Timothy, for Euro Millions tonight here in France, and I'll be your next interview on the channel. Patricia, yes, Patricia, greetings in France. Greetings. I love France. And I'm excited for the day when I visit France and interview somebody there, because I know that day is coming. Where have you been? When is the next interview dropping? Mario, thank you for being a member. Mario, there's a members only live on Monday that we mentioned a few minutes ago. The next interview is probably dropping Tuesday at the latest. It is coming soon, but let's take a look, because I have interviews coming with there's several lottery winners that have won multiple millions that I'm very, very excited about. And also there's an author of, for those of you that are into manifestation, he is one of the most popular manifestation law of attraction type books, where he has been he's actually been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey like several times. And he's very intriguing, and also a film director that has a very popular movie covering things such as our energy and the power of our consciousness, which is pretty interesting, and her take on whether we can influence random events such as the lottery through our energy, through our consciousness. So it's a pretty interesting interview. So that's coming soon. But the next one is actually with someone else. It's a short testimonial with someone who is a very inspiring story, and he really believes in manifestation. He won a housing lottery, but he's also an artist, and he has painted for several celebrities and gotten on national television. And here's a quick preview. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's not the preview. This is what happens when we are live. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I'm so excited here. I'm so excited to show this preview. Here we go.
The place you want. You just have to stay focused. And I had to be a little delusional about it. Kind of like picture myself that I'm in this new place. Other things I manifested was meeting a bunch of celebrities, being on TMZ. I would visualize myself being on television. I kind of channeled my energy from my dad passing away, so I put all my energy in that art piece. So then when the Cara Delevingne happened, I came into the store with this big portrait of her face, and when she came out, she was just shocked. And then she ended up like being so excited about it, she jumped on me and gave me a big hug.
So what do you guys think about that? That is coming soon, that interview. So let me know your thoughts in this live chat or below this video. Tim, I'm doing my draw now. Would you give me some number? Okay, we got to that. And so how many numbers do you need? I've had 2 deja vu dreams that come true, and this third one was myself being in the lottery office. These deja vus become real in 3 months. So they become real in 3 months for you. That is pretty interesting, because it is interesting. I have heard, I mean, for me, so I had this dream about winning the lottery that was very, I mean, many of you know my story, but it was very real and very, very vivid, and it felt like it had already happened. And that was about 3 months before it did happen in real life, in retrospect. So, but what is interesting is that there are other cases of people dreaming about things before they happen, about 3 months before it happens. So what do you guys think about that notion of 3 months? But I've also dreamt about things that have happened the very next day. So I don't think it's always 3 months, but 3 months is interesting. Okay, so we got to that. Bugatti is so high class. I'd love a Maserati. Yes, both incredible vehicles. I'll talk to you on Monday after the Powerball draw. Troy, I look forward to it, Troy. Thank you so much. The member button is missing for me. Laura Lee Ann. Well, yes, we do have a members only live that is intimate and has a lot of behind the scenes content with this show and this podcast that is coming very, very well. It's coming on Monday, actually. And if you are a member, you will get a notification for that. And how to become a member, there should be a join button, I believe, under this video. If not, well, there should be, But if not, I know there is one on the homepage of this YouTube channel. So that's where you can find it. But Laura Lee Ann, thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much. And for your support. I've been playing Illinois Extra Shot Lotto, around 12.5 million. Greetings from Chicago, the Windy City. Joey, thank you. And I wish you good luck, Joey. Thanks for your comment. Diana Paredes is here. She is a member. Speaking of members, it's nice to see you today. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. I'm winning jackpots in 1 month. Oskana Pauls. All right. How long does it generally take to get... Suede Knight is here. Suede Knight, thank you. It's great to see you. I haven't seen you in a while in this chat room. How long does it take generally to get an interview with you set up, Suede Knight? Generally, it doesn't take... I mean, generally, it just really varies, but it's usually a few days. I mean, it can be as soon as 1 day. I mean, if we're doing it over the internet, it could be as soon as the next day. If it's something in person, it takes a little bit more planning. But typically, there's a week or two, at least, in scheduling it. Typically, but it really varies. So, yeah, we're definitely flexible. Claudio Johanna with a very generous $1.99 super sticker. Claudio, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she is already a member of this channel. So blessings to you, Claudia. Thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. So thank you. I really appreciate that and wish you abundance and happiness. And we're in the lucky Jackie coat. Jackie, yes, yes. And what do you guys think about luck? What do you think about gut feelings or intuition? How does that play into luck? If you have this inner nudge to do something, or I mean, do you listen to your inner voice? Do you follow that? Because I think there's a lot of power in that personally. I follow that. I try to follow that. Not always, but I try to. Who's a famous celebrity who won the lottery? Beautiful world. There are definitely tons of notable people that were somewhat famous or famous before winning the lottery. So that is the case. There have been some sports athletes, like NBA star, or an NBA star comes to mind, as well as a NFL football player. But I know there are others. So the answer is yes. Meditation Garden with a 279. Super Meditation Garden. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for your support. And who here meditates? Does anyone here meditate? Because I know some of you do. I've recently gotten into, within the last couple years, into intentionally trying to meditate. And I find it very, very beneficial. It really helps, I think. And there's all kinds of different meditations for different things, whether you want to just try to relax, whether you're trying to do like remote viewing for people that are into that. Some of you might think that's kind of crazy, but I find it fascinating. And there, even our own government in the United States and different governments around the world implemented that with different spy programs, which has been declassified. So remote viewing is not just this woo-woo thing. It sounds like science fiction stuff, but it's really interesting. Hey there, Tim from Central Florida. Lottery 888. Hello in Central Florida. Thanks for joining today. We have a new member, Junk Mail. Well, Junk Mail, welcome. Hey, there's no discrimination here. We welcome the Junk Mail if you're becoming a member of this channel. So welcome, Junk Mail, and hope to see you in the members only live on Monday. That's awesome. All right. Well, it's awesome that you're here, HQZ. Right as I was thinking about buying my ticket soon, talk about timing. So you don't believe in accidents. You believe in synchronicities, it sounds like. Thanks for your comment. Let's try to get caught up in this chat. Be great if you could interview someone from each country's lottery in Europe, Spain, Italy, Germany, etc., and worldwide also. The Tartan Vlogger. I absolutely agree with you, the Tartan Vlogger. Thank you so much for your comment and for the suggestion, because we do interview people that are international, people from all over the world on this channel, for sure. We've interviewed someone from Mexico. We've interviewed a few people in Canada. We've interviewed several people or a few people in the UK and in Europe. And so we're going to keep interviewing people from all over the world. And so wherever you are, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Brazil, like wherever you are, or even I know some people watch from South Africa, we want to host you. In fact, I've already interviewed one person from South Africa, and she won a Mr. Beast contest. So here in my weekly positive Tim Schultz channel, boost, always great, good content, Tim. Keep it up. Pancake House 85, thank you so much for your support. Thank you very much. I bought 2 books of Pam Grout after your interview. I'm glad that you were inspired to do that. I'd love to hear how you find that book. Is it beneficial? Do you find it's a book of experiments that you can try to prove that your energy is, to prove to yourself, just experiments that you can try, and to prove if your energy extends beyond your physical body. And it's very interesting because a lottery winner, one person I interviewed that won, I think it was 350,000 or right around there, and she read that book and swore by it. Like so much so that I invited the author, Pam Grout, on here, and the book is called ESquared. So if you haven't watched that interview with Pam Grout, then you might want to check it out. What's up? And I'm interested to hear what you think of it. Mario, what's up, Tim? Been loving the content. Ever listened to the Jackson podcast? Frank's, I think I missed the second part of that, but no, I have not listened to that one, but I will try to check it out. And thank you so much for being a member, Mario. Thanks, you. Huge supporter of this channel. I keep seeing myself winning the lottery jackpot, living in my big home, celebrating and speaking with Kurt, the lottery lawyer. I know I am speaking with you about my win, Espo Hub. Yes. Well, hey, anything's play responsibly, but anything is possible. So just play responsibly, but it is possible. So I definitely hope to see you on here. So thank you so much for your comment. God bless you. I just know that I'm going to win a jackpot. I had a dream about it. I hope it's today on Mega Millions. Lily. Wow, Lily. So we are all about the dreams on this channel. Let's take a look at the Mega Millions. I know people are watching from all over the world playing different games, but the Mega Millions, which is tonight, which is what you're playing, is 120 million annuitized jackpot. That's a lump sum, half right away, cash option of 52.8 million. There it is, right there. That's before taxes. So yeah. Oh, I wish you good luck. I wish you good luck. I mean, I think today is a lucky day. 7/25/25. So Lily, thank you so much for your comment. I wish you good luck. And Espo meditates. We were asking about that earlier. Juan meditates. Could you interview more? Timothy, could you please interview more winner era from Scratcher games? Jane Fredo. Jane, thank you for the suggestion. I do interview people that have won on Scratch games. So I've interviewed quite a few actually, and I will be interviewing more. So the answer is yes. And if you go through the feed, there's different playlists on this channel. One of the playlists is, I think it's titled Major Lottery Winners, Sudden Wealth, or something to that effect. And if you visit that playlist, it's only people that have won prizes like that. It's not just Scratch games, but there are several that have won Scratch games. So that is something we do on this channel. So thank you so much. Hi Tim, I won 1,000 by playing Lotto for an Atlantic Lottery Canada. I dreamed of the plate number of my car on my way to the gas station. I played the plate number of the car ahead of me and I won. Wow, Meditation Garden. I love that. Well, if you want to be considered for a short testimonial, Meditation Garden, feel free to email my team. The email address is on the About page of this YouTube channel. But that's the type of story. Well, there's all kinds of types of stories that we love, but that's one type that I definitely love, and I would love to hear more about that. That's amazing. Congratulations to you. Hey, Tim, happy Friday. Your latest Instagram post has me missing the beach, one of my favorite places to be. Have a great weekend. Natalie, with a very thoughtful Very thoughtful super of 999. Thank you so much, because I won the lottery in 1999. So every time I see one of these, it's just very, it just really means a lot. Thank you so much, Natalie. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that Instagram post. I'm trying to post more on other platforms. I'm on Instagram at official Timothy Schultz. And the link is probably in the description of this live, actually. I'm also on TikTok, but I'm trying to do that, to be on there a little more active, but YouTube is our main place. But I'm glad that you enjoyed that latest post of the beach. You have to love the ocean. I love the ocean. Natalie, thank you so much for your support and for the very generous and very thoughtful super. Blessings to you, and I wish you good luck if you play the lottery, and even if you don't, I wish you good luck. Thank you very much. I see synchronicities all the time. This week, just after I purchased a Euro Millions ticket, I saw 777 on a car and heard happy on the radio. I see many numbers like 444, 777. So Patricia is into the numbers. Patricia's into the numbers. Do you think there's, I mean, what do you guys think about that? Sometimes people, there was just someone a few years ago, this happens all the time actually, but there was a major lottery winner, and he was on a show that I was on, Lottery Changed My Life on TLC. Not on my episode, I was on a few episodes, or at least 2 or 3 of them, but he wasn't like in the same episode. But he had won this major prize in California. Like, I think it's over 100 million, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless of the amount, it was a major prize. But he kept seeing on this receipt that everything came out to be like even numbers, if I remember the story correctly. And it inspired him to play the lottery, because everything just kept like coming out to even numbers. And he just thought that he was just feeling lucky. Some people listen to the numbers, and when that pans out to be something bigger, I mean, it's pretty interesting. Patricia, thank you so much for your comment. Gifted, Free Blessings just gifted a free membership. So one random person in this chat room just became a member thanks to Free Blessings giving the free blessings. So let's give a big shout out to Free Blessings. Thank you so much for donating that. And somebody here has just become a member, so you can thank Free Blessings. There is a members only live this coming Monday, it's morning in Pacific time, but it is 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and then 5:30 p.m. UK time. Congratulations. Congrats to the lucky person just gifted membership from, yes. So we just got to that. And here, I think it may be another one, Free Blessings. So all kinds of free memberships happening. Free blessings to you. Blessings to you. Thank you very much. During my meditation session last night, I perceived a blue cloud and a violet light. Juan Alvarez. Juan, thank you. So that's interesting that you perceived a blue cloud and a violet light. Who here meditates? And if you do you see things like that? Do you see like colors and that sort of thing? I have before, but it's pretty interesting. And Lily, yes. So we are absolutely, Lily. Hello in the UK, Chris Tech. So we don't have tons of more time today. I'm going to try to get to every comment that I can. Dude McAwesome. I mean, with a name like that, I'm glad that I was able to get to this one. After your dream, do you feel anxious and nervous, calm and confident, or something else? Did I feel after the dream, I felt extremely excited because it was so real to me that I believed it was going to happen. And within the dream, it had already happened. So I just felt very, very excited. That's mostly how I felt about that. And how do I become a member? Shamir, there should be a join button below this video. If not, there is one on the about page of this YouTube channel on the main page. I use my intuition. Thank you so much for asking. I use my intuition and play quick picks when playing the lottery. Shamika, you're not alone, Shamika. A lot of people play. I mean, unless I were to have a dream about the numbers, or I kept seeing specific numbers, or had some sort of emotional tie-in to specific numbers, I would probably, and I do, if I do play, is just do a quick pick, because I believe if it's meant to be, it will be, and it only takes one ticket for a chance. But on the other hand, if you have like something happens and like there's a very symbolic meaning to specific numbers for you, then some people win that way. Ghana, I might be mispronouncing that, but thank you so much for the extremely generous 11.99 euro super. Thank you. Who says, I am the next jackpot winner. Thank you, Timothy, for holding this space. God bless you. Well, God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you very much for your support. And I do wish you good luck. I meditate too. I have started to experience quantum jumping. Patricia. So what do you guys think of quantum jumping? It's quantum jumping. And some of you are like, what is quantum jumping? That's like but it's definitely spoken about in a lot of circles. And so quantum mechanics, of course, many people are familiar at least a little bit with that term. And quantum jumping, going from one reality to another, and kind of, that's just a way to describe that you go from one reality to another, like opening a door, and it just sort of changes. But I just interviewed someone a couple of days ago who was talking about multiple dimensions as well, which I think is personally really interesting, because when you do look at the science of it, the quantum mechanics, quantum physics, and the theories out there of there being so many different dimensions simultaneously, it is extremely interesting. Okay. And let's try to get back to, okay. Blessings to all here. That's right. Blessings to you. Can't wait to see the numbers. I saw in my dream the Euro Millions draw for 250 million euros for the end of 2025. Thank you, Tim, for this amazing channel. Well, thank you, Roxy. And for those of you that are playing Euro Millions, I just want to look at this real quickly, because I know some of you are, and it's early evening for where you can play Euro Millions. And so it's coming up here for tonight, 138 million euros. 138 million euros. And that is tax-free in many places. So I do wish you good luck with that. So let's try to get to a couple more questions. Do you believe in God or a higher power, or things are meant to happen? Do you believe in God or higher power, or things are meant to happen? Well, I don't think it's like one or the other. I believe in both of those things, because, and if you don't, if you're an atheist or something, I can totally 100% respect that, because I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. And for a lot of people, it's like, if you're anything like most people, it's hard to believe in something you haven't experienced yourself. And I do believe that we are connected to a higher source, that we're all connected, is what I believe, whether you call that the quantum field, whether you call that the universe, whether you call that God, like I do, or not. So I believe that we're connected to all of this. That's, it's not, for me, it's not a belief. I just know that. I mean, that's what I believe, but I respect other opinions. And are things meant to happen? I believe that that's the case too. So I personally believe that. So I don't think it's like one or the other. But in a lot of cases, even on this channel, we interview a lot of lottery winners and people that have come across luck, because we talk about luck, sudden wealth, that sort of thing. And a lot of those stories it's really hard for me to believe that it's just a coincidence, that they had a dream about it and then it happened, or that they had this crazy synchronicity and then it happened, or that they told someone they were going to win and then they played and then it happened. Is that just a really rare coincidence, or is there something more to that? And you can extend that way beyond the lottery, like with anything in life, just like, anything. Like, there are major stories. People say that something's going to happen, or this is going to be your last show. This is going to be the last this, and then they pass away. or I mean, that's a bad example, but it just comes to mind. But there's all kinds of stuff. I just feel like I don't necessarily believe in accidents all the time. Hey, Tim, have you filmed any new man on the street or in person with lottery winners? Calvin Porter. I have not filmed any man on the streets or lately. I think it's been like a year and a half since I did that. And in person, we have not, but I'm definitely eager and open to that. So I believe that will happen. I really want to start interviewing people in person, either at their location or in the studio, because I think that's kind of one of the next steps of this channel. But in the meantime, I mean, it's still incredible to meet and interview people that are just all the people we're meeting. People have won like tons of money. People are very, very insightful and inspiring with intuition and manifestation and that sort of thing. And if you can do that remotely, that's fine too. Carla May, wow, that really makes me happy to hear you say a lot of winners dreamed about it. Well, Carla, thanks for your comment. I mean, that happened to me. It happens to a lot of people. Not everyone, of course, but it does. You should invite Mark Houghton to the studio. Greg West. We've hosted Mark Houghton a couple times, and it is quite possible that we host him again. We've also hosted several people that are in his school program and that have won the lottery, major prizes. And we're going to continue to do that. And it's very, very interesting, very much into quantum mechanics and manifestation and intuition, which is what we're talking about here today. How was your second day after you won the Powerball? What did it feel like? Chad rocks. The second day after, well, I'm sure it was still a whirlwind. I'm sure it still felt like a dream, even if you believe it's going to happen for one reason or another, like I did, even if that's the case, it's still, or at least it can be, incredibly shocking. And it can feel like, because for me, at least, it felt like my world was kind of turned on its head in an instant. And so it takes a while to come down from that level of euphoria and that rush. At least it did for me. Tim, your videos have the best videos ever about lottery and dreams, justice, peace, and well, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy them. I'm glad that you find inspiration. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this channel, because it is so to me, it's personally very interesting, because after that happened to me, I was looking for other people that had experienced that. And I wanted to meet other people because I knew I wasn't the only person. And it turns out it happens to people quite often all over the world. So I find it so fulfilling and cathartic, like satisfying. It feeds me to meet and interview other people that have experienced that type of thing. And every experience is different, and every story is different, and every belief, well, not every belief is different, but I just think it's pretty interesting to hear and understand the similarities and the differences. Thank you so much for your comment. Do you reach out to big lottery winners, or have they reached out to you? Greg West. It's a combination of both, Greg West. Thank you very much. We reach out to lottery winners, and lottery winners also come to us. So it's definitely a combination. So thanks for your question. So we do have just a couple more minutes here. I'm going to try to get to one or two more questions. Do you think wealth has made you a better person or just a different one? Calvin Porter. Calvin, that's a great question. Thank you so much for the question. Has it made you a better person or just a different one? So I don't know. I've been asked so many questions. I don't know if I've ever been asked that specific question. I think that it's definitely made me, I don't think winning the lottery changes somebody, in that I think it magnifies who you already are on the inside. Who you are on the inside, it magnifies that. So that's what I think. But along with that, there can be new challenges and new circumstances in your life that make you, you have to go with the wave, go with that flow, and you have to learn, you have to adapt. And that's whether you win the lottery or you don't. That happens to everybody in life, unless you're just the same every day and everything's the same. But that's not the case for most people. And so I think it's made me a better person. I've learned a lot for sure. And I'm so grateful for the win that happened back in the day, and for all the life experiences that have come with it and continue to come with it. All of them, the positive and the negative, everything. I'm so grateful for that, because it shaped me to who I am today. And that's what I believe about everything, whether, other than and in addition to the lottery. So hopefully that answers your question. I dreamt that I won 5 million off a scratch off. I stayed conscious in the dream while scratching it off. Usually dreams are just pieces. This felt like a movie. Divine Traveler. Wow. That sounds really vivid. Thank you for your for sharing that. Neon the Phoenix, $2 with a $2 super. Neon the Phoenix, thank you so much. Huge supporter and member of this channel. I hope to see you in the members only live on Monday. A synonym for cinnamon is a cinnamon synonym. Well, I think she has these tongue twisters. I think you finally got me there. Neon the Phoenix, thank you so much. And thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Did you scream, cry, or pass out when you won? I screamed myself. I yelled. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I was screaming. So yeah, thank you. I didn't pass out. Neon the Phoenix, but some people do. Thank you for this community. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here and for your support, and good luck, Fatima, to you and to everyone. So I do have to get going, but we are going to be back next week for a live. And also I want to, let's see here. I want to remind you guys about this members only live coming up on, there we go. This is what happens when it's live. Anything is possible. And so yeah, the members only live stream is Monday. You can join by hitting the join button and become a member, unless you were gifted a membership in today's live, which happens fairly often, and Free Blessings gifted a couple today. Thank you so much, Free Blessings, and for all the very generous supers. But the members only live is happening at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. if you're in the UK. And there's a quote that's often attributed to Albert Einstein that I want to mention here. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. That is a quote I just found. It's often attributed to Einstein. But thanks for spending time with me. Thanks for being here today. Keep dreaming big. Stay inspired. Who knows? Maybe your story can be next. Anything and everything is possible. And why am I so tiny on this screen? Get me up there. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support. I wish you good luck wherever you are in the world. We have new interviews coming soon on this channel. Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. We'll see you soon.